The third phase is talking with the founder. This is typically either virtually or in person. I would say it's in person more than anything else, where you're meeting with the founder, CEO, as well as other potential franchise owners that are looking to figure out what the vision is of the business. What's the future look like? We know what you've done in the past, but what does that future look like? Are there added services being offered? Or if no new services are being offered, are we focusing on national accounts? What about investments in AI? These are things to think about. If you get to this stage, this is really the final stage of research. After this meeting, you're going to be either awarded or not awarded the franchise. But before we dive into that, you want to make sure it has a clear vision of support. As they grow, how are they going to be supporting the franchisees? What's new? What's the vision of this business? What does that look like? So you can prepare and create the appropriate pro formas for later on when potential added additional revenue streams may be added, or this idea of national accounts. Next is, decision making. Your franchise is awarded. You need to wait for that official award letter. And that's usually where the franchisor meets with the team and they sit down to see, hey, is so-and-so a good fit for the franchise? There is a high percentage of people being accepted at this point, because if the fit wasn't there, you may have not been invited to that discovery day or what they call confirmation day as well. These are things to consider, but you still have to get awarded the franchise. They'll give you a formal award letter, the number of territories or locations that you're awarded. Sometimes you'll get a date. We need to know by the end of next week so that you can get everything accordingly and get any other questions answered, should there be anything outstanding or questions that come up after that discovery day. Hey guys, thanks for listening. I hope you're enjoying the show. As a thank you for being a valued listener, wanted to offer you a free copy of my book, Franchise Freedom. This book was written back in 2020, and it's my exact blueprint in helping you find that perfect franchise. I wrote it based off my experiences and wanted to pass that along to you. Want to chat today? You could book a call directly on our website, top right side of that screen, and you can schedule a 20-minute call. We'll dive into if a franchise is a good fit, help you get qualified, and figure out what that perfect franchise match may be. So I hope you take me up on my offer. Once again, Franchise Freedom. Download the book today for free or book a call with me directly, and we'll help you bypass all that information you find online. Most importantly, figuring out if a franchise is the right fit, and then figuring out what that perfect franchise looks like. So thanks again for listening to the show, and back to the show. Trusting the process is another thing where we're going back to, if the franchisor has that system in place and the marketing is taking a little bit longer to get up and running, talk to the franchisor, see what's working, what's not working. But you're really buying that franchise, investing in that franchise for their system. And it's the process you're getting. It's the CRM, it's the marketing, the support, the portals, the training, everything is included. So you want to make sure that it's being followed. And if you're struggling with anything, asking for assistance, which brings us to number 9, asking for help. This has been something that I just added to the list. I had a list of 10. I just had to kind of redo the list as I follow up 2, 3, 4 times a year. Anyone that's invested and moved forward with the franchise, I like to check in and see how things are going. And sometimes I felt bad asking the franchisor, kind of trying to figure it out themselves. And I go, that's great, but the franchisor is there to assist you. Why not speed up the process and have them assist and figure out, okay, for example, we had one individual that everything looked great. For whatever reason, he got excited and anticipated some business coming in relatively quickly. His expenses were a little bit out of the norm given the revenue numbers he was putting up. So a profitable business, but on the profit and loss was not showing profitability due to having additional employees that were not needed at that level of business that they were doing. So asking those questions, or even before making the hire, hey, should I hire now? Should I start looking? A franchisor is there to support you. Don't lose time and months of productivity when you can go back to the franchisor. Maybe they assign you a coach, and that coach can come out and travel with you. Maybe it's a salesperson that they're closing, maybe not the same percentage or the norm of, we'll call it 50% across the system. They're closer to 20%. So we want to figure out if training needs to be kind of redone in the field. Is it the lead source? Is it the lead quality? And really figuring that out. So David Meltzer, who I follow, talks about that. Asking for help, asking your clients hey, I need your help. Who do you know that you can refer to me? We like to spend and focus our time on the business and our relationships, and I don't have time to market. Who do you know that is performing at the level you're performing that you can refer to me? And that's also another way of asking your clients and customers for help. So, that is completely normal. I tell everyone that the help, the support is what the franchisor is offering. So take advantage of that.
Once you're awarded the franchise, the real work begins. Are you ready for the builder year? We'll break down the year one focus next.